NFL Nation, how you doing? Come on in. I'm DOLPH Jackson. I want to welcome everybody to the Final Scope.
The cover is Sports Network.
All right, NFL Nation, how you doing? Come on in. It's your boy DOLPH Jackson to Come On In Sports Network, and we're live, baby, with the Final Scope. Hey, we got the finals from all the early games. Some games that we didn't think would be really competitive games or interesting games actually turned out to be quite entertaining. And listen, we gonna get to the scope, boy. Let's get to it. All right, the week started early, baby. It started early. You had Lamar Jackson leading the Baltimore Ravens past the Pittsburgh Steelers. Finally, Baltimore was able to defeat Pittsburgh at home. Finally, Lamar Jackson was able to exercise one of his demons, baby. That being that Steelers team coached by Mike Tomlin, as they prevailed yesterday on a Saturday special 34-17 in that contest. Now, in that game yesterday, Lamar Jackson was 15 of 23, 207 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. He had a QB rating of 115, and he completed 65% of his passes. But arguably the man of the game for me is none other than King Henry. Yesterday, King Henry, family, simply was amazing when touching the football. Yesterday, Derrick Henry, the king as we call him, had 24 carries for 162 yards, the most by any player in a game this season. He had 7 explosive runs, family. 7 of those things. Derrick Henry has truly made a difference for the Baltimore Ravens. Also, he has forced the 3rd most missed tackles in the NFL this season. Did you know that? Derrick Henry has forced the 3rd most missed tackles this season. So Derrick Henry leads the Ravens past the Steelers in a very good contest yesterday. But listen, now, Lamar Jackson, you've been MVP. You got those MVP trophies. You made conference finals. Now, the thing is, can you finally get over that hump? Can you get through Josh Allen? And can you get through the man in KC? Can you get by Patrick Mahomes? Now it's time to start writing the next chapter of Lamar Jackson's career. Steelers fall 34-17. Now, when we take a look at the playoff picture now, in the AFC, there are 2 playoff spots available right now, which are currently held down by the 96 Broncos and the 96 Chargers. Broncos in the final spot, Chargers in 6 due to the head-to-head victory this past Thursday night on Thursday Night Football. All right, family, let's keep it going. Back to the scoreboard. Here we go, family. Also, yesterday, 27-19, all they do is win. I know a lot of people just do not like the Kansas City Chiefs. You hate a dynasty. They hate you when you're good, baby. You got haters when you are that team, when you are that man, when you are the standard of excellence. And make no mistake about it, the Kansas City Chiefs are the standard that everyone is achieving to reach. The Kansas City Chiefs yesterday get by the Houston Texans 27-19. Unfortunately, in that game, young Texans wide receiver Tank Dell was lost for the season with a very nasty and unfortunate injury as he suffered a dislocated kneecap yesterday in that loss. And our prayers do go out to that young man as he once again has to overcome injury Listen, keep your faith strong, young man. Keep pushing. We know you'll come back strong because you're special. There's no doubt about it. You are special. Before he exited that game yesterday, in that contest, he was targeted 7 times. He had 6 catches for 98 yards, 1 touchdown, and he got hurt on the touchdown reception. And he was averaging 16 yards per reception. Tank Dell, a very big part of the Texans' future going forward. Let's hope these injuries do not derail this young man's career. All right, family, let's keep it going. Here we go. We gonna keep it going. Right now, family. Here we go, family. Right now. Well, not right now. 34-27. Thursday night football. AFC West. Broncos. Chargers. What a difference. Coaching does matter. A lot of people say coaching doesn't matter. Jim Harbaugh is here to show you. Coaching does matter. How many years have we all said what's holding the Chargers back? It wasn't about the talent. It damn sure wasn't about the quarterback. They had the franchise quarterback. It was coaching. It was coaching. And now Jim Harbaugh comes in, and quiet as it may be kept, Justin Herbert is having an excellent year. And now, due to the head-to-head victory and sweeping the Broncos, guess what? Right now, the LA Chargers sit in the 6th position in the AFC playoff race, but the Broncos right now are holding on to the 7th and final spot. So you can have 3 teams from the AFC West that make the playoffs. How many of you at the beginning of this NFL season had the Broncos and the Chargers making the playoff? 3 teams for the AFC West. We all, everyone, yours included, say there'll be only 1 team from the West, and of course that would be the Chiefs. But man, were we wrong, and that's why they play the game. All right, family, we're going to keep it going. This game here turned out to be an elimination game. Simply put, for the Cardinals, it was win or go home, and they simply dropped the ball once again. At one time, about a month ago, about 4 weeks ago, this team was in control of its destiny. And all they have done since then has stumbled and bumbled. And now they have stumbled and bumbled their way out of the playoffs for the 2024 season. Shout out to the pesky Carolina Panthers. If you haven't noticed, if you haven't been paying attention, I know they just won their full game today. But have you watched how they've been playing the last month and a half? How they've been taking powerhouse teams like the Chiefs, the Eagles, those teams to the brink? How they took the Chiefs into overtime. They have been close. They have been so close. And today, they hold on. They hold on, and they prevail in overtime, making the necessary plays. Bryce Young coming through with the necessary plays. That defense, Chuba Hubbard. Shout out to Chuba Hubbard, who in overtime had a grown man run. And the two defenders for the Cardinals, who attempted to tackle him, if you want to call it that, made business decision. They were ready to go home, man. That team's packed in. You might have to look in your chest, baby. You might have to look in your chest, baby. There was no way he should have broke between you two guys. Pull effort. Check this, baby. Check your ticker, baby. Check your ticker. All right, family. Now, a game that many knew wouldn't be a match at all. Falcons all over the Giants. The Giants are just not very good, and I'm being kind with those words. They're horrible. They're trash. And when I say trash, I mean NFL caliber, to NFL standards, they're trash. I don't know, but who's not trash? Malik Neighbors. Malik Neighbors is special. And Malik Neighbors, for whoever the new quarterback is, a new head coach, they have building blocks. They do have some young talent on both sides of the ball for this team. But right now, the New York Giants are searching. They need that signal caller. They need that leader, not only on the field, on the center, but they need that leader. That leader that men will follow, that want to listen to, that want to believe in. They need that leader that will give someone something to believe in. It's the Big Apple, baby. It's New York, baby. Listen, if you win, baby, you're going to be bigger. You'll be bigger than Times Square, baby. You got to just win, baby. Giants looking to get back on track. for the 2025 season, but this year has just not been their year. And the Dirty Birds, baby, those Falcons, baby, they are still in the hunt, baby. They are right there in the thick of the playoff race. In fact, if the Tampa Bay Buccaneers should slip up tonight, it will come down to the final week of the Panthers. It will come down to the final 2 weeks between the Falcons and the Buccaneers. And of course, the Buccaneers are in Dallas tonight, taking on the Dallas Cowboys on Sunday Night Football, and the Buccaneers are favored. But today in this contest between the Falcons and the New York Giants, B. John Robinson, listen, the kid is special. We all know that B. John is a special player. 22 carries, 94 yards, and 2 touchdowns. But I want to turn my attention to young rookie quarterback Michael Penix making his first start in the National Football League. We have seen recently over the past few years, even a decade, let's say decade, of teams drafting young quarterbacks and just throwing them to the lions, to the wolves. Patrick Mahomes, right now, arguably the greatest quarterback in the game today, sat behind Alex Smith before he took over. This year, this offseason, the Falcons went out and they signed Kirk Cousins. Everyone felt that the Falcons offensively had young weapons, had very young talent, but a quarterback was holding them back. I think it's more than that, as we now see that Kirk Cousins has hit a wall where he has struggled tremendously, so much that he was benched. And now enters Michael Penix Jr., who on draft night, the majority of the national pundits said, what the hell are the Falcons doing? You just signed Kirk Cousins. Why the hell would you go and draft a young quarterback? I said it on draft night. I'm going to say it again. If you like a player, you damn it, and he's there, you get him. If you think he's a special talent and he has the ability to be a franchise quarterback, you go out and get him. That's what the Falcons did. And today he got his first start in the National Football League. He went 18 of 27, 202 yards. He did have one in the INT, but he had a 66% completion percentage and a QB rating of 73. And it didn't hurt that he was going up against the New York Giants. So congratulations on Michael Penix Jr. on making his NFL debut today and walking away with a W. But it doesn't get any easier after the day. All right, family, got some comments in the chat. Let's see who in there. Uncle Jerry, how you doing? Come on in. Jerry said, and this is why Saints are eliminated from playoff contention. No, the Saints are eliminated from playoff contention, my brother, simply because they're trash. They sucked. The majority of this season, they're not a good football team. A change is coming in the Big Easy, baby. Just wait. Let's see how Mickey Loomis and his staff handle this all-important all season in the Big Easy for the New Orleans Saints. Jerry, thank you for being here. All right. Dr. Judah 504, Spencer Rattler will get the win in Green Bay. My brother, you're dreaming. It's not going to happen tomorrow night. Let's be realistic. I don't see that happen. I would like it to happen, but it's not happening. But thank you for being here. Autism Boy College 81, how you doing? Come on in. Thank you for being here, family. All right. Let's see who else we got in here. Rose City, my guy, how you doing? Come on in. Thank you for being here, Rose. All right, who else we got in here? 5 and 10 Monday night. You better believe it, man. Breaking news. Yeah, I got you, Jerry. All right, family. Let's finish the scoreboard. Now, how do you respond to adversity? The Lions, they were rolling along then last week in the big showdown with the Buffalo Bills. Quite frankly, the better team won that game last week, and it was the Buffalo Bills. But how do you respond? Well, all they do was come out today and defeat the Chicago Bears 34-17. Now, injuries are starting to become a major problem and concern for the Detroit Lions. They are not getting healthy as we wind down this 2024-2025 regular season. But they have leaders, they have players, they have depth. and they have talent on that team, and they prevailed today in the winning Cindy. They get by Williams and the Bears 34-17. And looking at the NFC playoff picture, right now in the NFC, the Lions continue to be the number one seed right now with a 13-2 record, and we're gonna find out why they're sitting up. But they cannot rest, because playing right now are the 12-2 Vikings, and they were up 17-7 last check over the Seattle. Matter of fact, it is now 17-14. That game's gotten tighter there. Man, if Seattle can pull this upset for over Minnesota. And folks, we got a tie game in the third quarter now. Just updated 17-17. Minnesota, Seattle in the third quarter. At the half, 14-7. Whoa! Talk about a letdown. New England over Buffalo, 14-7 at halftime. Second quarter, minute and 56. Raiders 13, Jacksonville 7. In the game I'm currently watching now with 5 seconds, and they're about to go to halftime. It will be Miami leading Frisco at halftime, 13-10. Because both of these teams are eliminated from the playoff. And man, San Francisco is the model. They are the model. When your window of opportunity is open, when you have that window open, when you have that team, when you have those 22 starters and 10 to 15 to 16 above average to very good backup players, you got to strike. You got to go get that Lombardi. Unfortunately for the 49ers, they were unable to get the job done. Now, this season, the window has slammed shut. There will be no playoff appearance for the San Francisco 49ers. Today's game between them and the Dolphins, earlier today on Ask the NFL Turns, our pregame show, I called this the Disappointment Bowl, because before the season, both of these teams, especially San Francisco, were looked upon to be absolute contenders in the NFC and AFC. But with that being said, family, that game is just going to half. It is 13-10. All right, fam, let's get back to the scoreboard. These are the early games. And another early game that was an exciting game. The Colts at one time led this contest 38-7, but had to hold on and have an Anthony Richardson RPO keeper to get a first down to run out the clock to secure the victory as the Colts get by the Tennessee Titans 38-30. Now, the question now for the Tennessee Titans are, do you go after a Brock Purdy in the offseason? Do you go after one of the top free agent quarterbacks? Or do you look to make a move in this year's NFL draft? You may have to trade up to go get the guy that you want. But it's obvious that Levis and Rudolph are not the answer for the Titans. And the Titans have to really figure out what kind of team are they? What is the identity of the Tennessee Titans? As for the Colts, they keep pounding along. They do not have opportunity. They are eliminated from playoff contention. But with that being said, a great win today for the Colts. They get past the Titans 38-30. All right, family, another game. You talk about, I say, disappointment game. I'm going to talk about the most disappointing, frustrating team in the National Football League. Jets, Jets. I can sit here right now and I can go off on Aaron Rodgers. But you know what? It's not all Aaron Rodgers. Because what the hell happened to that Super Bowl caliber championship defense? What the hell happened to that explosive running game and young passing game? You added Adams. You got Wilson. You got a good time. You got one of the best young backs in the league. And you had Aaron Rodgers, the future Hall of Famer, coming back, though off Achilles, healthy. Now, you did everything you could for Aaron Rodgers. You got rid of the head coach, the GM. You brought in his buddies. You brought in guys that he's played with before, that he trusted and he wanted on his team. And it has just not worked. It is time for the New York Jets to move on from Aaron Rodgers. And I say it is time for Aaron Rodgers to hang it up. Because you're out, though he's out there playing. When I look at Aaron Rodgers playing football, I'm not saying he's dogging it. I never say that, because you're out there, you put your life and career and health on the line. You're playing that in the football league, but he doesn't have that same fire. His fire has dimmed. I'm gonna say that. Aaron Rodgers' fire has dimmed. His talents have come down. They're not where they used to be, though he gives you flashes. You see it. He gives you flashes, but the consistency is not there. New York Jets, very disappointing team. And right now in the NFC, the team that nobody should want to see. I don't care if you the Eagles, the Lions, or the Vikings. They do not want to see right now the Los Angeles Rams, who got back Tyler Higbee, who, by the way, did get in the end zone today. So shout out to Tyler Higbee, who came back off a significant knee injury. Many thought he wouldn't be back this season. The young man worked his ass off, got back, and was rewarded today. Great effort for a touchdown from Matthew Stafford as the Rams go in to MetLife and defeat the Jets 19-9. Now, right now, currently in the NFC playoff picture, the Lions currently hold the number 1 seed with a 13-2 record. The Eagles are second at 12-3. Right now, the Vikings are fifth with a 12-2 record. The third seed in the NFC, of course, right now is the NFC West leading Los Angeles Rams, who are now 9-6. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who played tonight on Sunday Night Football against the Dallas Cowboys, are the number 4 seed right now with an 8-6 record. The number 6 seed, who is another team that no one really wants to see early on in the playoff, is those Green Bay Packers. And right now, they sit third in the NFC North, but they're the 6th seed currently in the National Football League. And listen, they play the Saints tomorrow, who are just, they don't have Kamara, they don't have the top 2. It should be an easy night for the Packers. Look for the Packers to move to 11-4 after their victory tomorrow night. But due that they're in the NFC North, they're going to have to hit the road and go play someone. You don't want the Packers coming into your building on Wild Card Weekend, because it may be the last home game you have in the 2024 season. Sneaky good. And speaking of sneaky good, right now, what a game. This team played today, the 7th seed right now in the NFC playoffs. There is not one, and damn it, I mean not one, not even those who cover the team on a daily basis, that thought for one damn minute, with Dan Quinn coming in and told new coaching staff and a rookie quarterback, that this team will be 10-5 with their best start since 1991 and sitting second in the NFC East. Not only are they second in the NFC East, but if the Eagles stumble these last 2 weeks and the Commanders win out, the Commanders will win the NFC East. How about that? No one thought this. No one. And if you say you did, you're damn lie. You're damn lie. Show us some receipts, baby. Prove it. Because you didn't. All right, family. Let's keep it going. Speaking of that, this was the game of the day. If you didn't see this game, wait for the replay, family. It was an exciting game. Every quarterback has that game, that defining game. And I think today, family, was Jaden Daniels and the Washington Commanders game, but especially for Jaden Daniels. And here's why. The Commanders came into this game today 9-6, right? 9-5. They had not beaten a team with a winning record. And who's coming into their house but the number 1 seeded team, arguably the number 1 team in the NFL by many, though they were not the number 1 seed currently in the NFC. That's the Lions. But the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles get out to a 21-7 lead. The Commanders had 5 turnovers. They overcame 5 turnovers. And they defeated the Philadelphia Eagles I didn't say the Giants. They didn't defeat the Giants. They didn't defeat the Saints. Damn it, they defeated the Eagles after turning the ball over 5 times. This team, the coaching staff has to be commended. I tell you right now, I was not a Dan Quinn fan. I've seen him before. I'm still not. But I respect the job the man is doing, and damn it, I respect the leadership of that young quarterback. 5 turnover game. They didn't put their heads down. They kept fighting. And the Eagles left the door open. And Jaden Daniels and the Washington Commanders picked that son of a gun in. And they snatched their heart out today and walked away with a 36-33 victory. A thrilling game today. Great game today in the nation's capital between those two teams. Let's just look at some of the stats. Jaden Daniels today, family, 24 of 39. The kid threw 2 intercepts, but guess what? He also threw 5 of them things, 5 touchdowns. He got it. Some quarterbacks got that it factor. We don't know what the it factor is. There's not a word that we have come up with in the English vocabulary for that it factor. But that it factor is just in certain quarterbacks. The moment is not too big. They thrive in moments when their team is down, when the odds are against them. And that's what Jaden Daniels has been doing this season. When you go to the nation's capital and you play the Washington Commanders, damn it, you better play the entire 60 minutes. You better play till that clock has 0. You better not let up 1 minute. Because long as number 5 is on the field, they have a chance to do something special. And he has a chance to be a very special player for this team. Daniels today, again, 24-39, 258 yards, 5 touchdowns, did have 2 interceptions. He also rushed the ball 9 times for 81 yards, was the leading rusher on the ground. Terry McLaurin, 5 catches for 60 yards and a touchdown. Zacchaeus had 5 receptions on 8 targets for 70 yards and 2 touchdowns. None bigger than the go-ahead touchdown that gave the Commanders the lead 28-27. Eagles come down, kick 2 field goals, and then field the Eagles, Deontay Smith, you got to catch that ball. Some of the surest hands in the league. That was a sign, that old saying of not looking the ball in. He ran before he had the ball. He didn't look it in. It came back to hurt him as Jaden Daniels and the Commanders come through 36-33 with a thrilling victory, family. Also, if this team was winning, if this team had a winning record, Joe Burrow would be in the conversation with Josh Allen for the MVP of the National Football League. He is having one of the best seasons a quarterback can have, but unfortunately he has to because, quite frankly, the Bengals defense sucks. Today they played the Browns, and we know the Browns are a bad football team. But the Bengals prevailed today 24-6. Shout out to Jamal Chase, who became the first Bengals wide receiver to post a 1,500-yard receiving season. That's right. Ocho didn't do it. The great Chris Collinsworth didn't do it. Jamal Chase has, and that's why he is on pace to be the greatest receiver in franchise history. Congratulations to him for that achievement. And hey, the Bengals get a win. Let's go to the draft. Chantel said Vikings and Hawks. Yeah, Vikings and Hawks are tied right now. The Patriots are beating the Bills. This is the NFL any given Sunday. You got to come ready each and every week. I know what everybody say. It's a classic case of letdown. The hell with that. You got to win every game. You're fighting. You got the AFC East sold up. We know that. But listen, anything can happen these last 2 weeks. They needed the game. They can't ill afford to lose this game. I'll be highly disappointed after last week. To me, if the Bills were to lose today, that would take some of the luster off of what they did last week in Detroit. All right, Chantel says Aaron Rodgers is getting old. All right. Let's see. Yes, Chantel, the Panthers did beat the Cardinals. The Cardinals are eliminated due to the Rams. They lost, and the Rams winning today. They are out of there. All right. Jerry says, but the Cowboys, 49ers, and Cardinals are eliminated from playoff contention also. That is right. Cowboys eliminated. 49ers eliminated. Cardinals eliminated. Saints eliminated from playoff contention today. It is all over. It's been over for most of those teams. It's been over for the 49ers, the Cowboys, and the Saints. The Cardinals just will lead the rest today. All right, family. Let's see what we got. Let's see. I thought I missed someone. I believe that's it. All right, family. So there we have it, family. And right now, we're going to check. Let's see. Let me check the scoreboard for you. Let's check the scoreboard and see what we got. Right now, these games are in progress right now. Third quarter, 17-17, Minnesota and Seattle. All halftime. Patriots over the Bills, 14-7. Just went to the half. 13-7. Raiders over Jags in the third quarter right now. Starting the third quarter, Miami and San Francisco. The Dolphins are up 13-10. Of course, Sunday night, Tampa Bay is in Dallas taking on the Cowboys. Look, Atlanta won today. The Falcons won. So this is a must-win game. A must-win game today for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to keep a little distance between themselves and the Atlanta Falcons. Today on the pregame show, I picked the Cowboys. But I think, in reality, the Bucs should win this game. They got a good running game, which has been a problem for the Cowboys of stopping the run. Mike Evans is back, the future Hall of Famers. Soon as he retires, get his gold jacket ready. That guy is one of the best ever to do it. It's just that simple, family. All right, family. Take any questions. If anyone like this, I'm going to put the link in the chat. Anyone like to come on? Give me your thoughts about the day's action around the NFL. Let me get that in there for you. All right. There we go. All right, there we go. The link is in the chat. Listen, our guy Chantel said, wish the Dirty Birds would have lost. They couldn't afford to lose to the Giants, Chantel. Not the Giants. They couldn't afford to lose to the Giants. They had to get past the Giants today. That would have been a demoralizing loss for the Falcons. But look, they came out, they handled their business. Once they got that pick six, that was it. It was all downhill from there. The snowball effect kept happening, and man, they did what they were supposed to do. They beat a bad football team, and they gave them no hope today. So listen, good job by them. I thought, no, Chantel, the Saints weren't in the hunt since week 4. When they haven't been in the hunt since week 5. When after they lost their third straight game. So, they've been out of there. All right, let's see. What we got now? Marley Maul, how you doing? Maul said, dog, you saw Lattimore getting cooked today by A.J. Brown. Hey, 2 of the best in the league going at it, man. Really, that was really, think about it. Last week, he didn't get a ball thrown his way last week. So he really didn't get into action last week against the Saints. The Saints totally stayed away from Marshawn Lattimore. So listen, we know big physical receivers, sometimes give Lattimore some, listen, A.J. Brown's one of the best in the game. Marshawn Lattimore is one of the best in the game. Now, couple of those pass interference calls were suspect. But listen, 2 of the best going at it head to head. AJ won some, Marshawn won some. But, hey, at the end of the day, the Commanders got a very important win mentally for them today against the Philadelphia Eagles. And for the Eagles, how do you lose that game? How do you lose that game? I'll tell you how you lose. Because on the other side, they got that dude under center. I'm telling you, again, I haven't been a Dan Quinn fan, but I'm going to give him credit and his coaching staff for a hell of a job he's done this season with this team. But that quarterback, if you got a young gun, if you get that franchise quarterback, if you got that young promising quarterback, you have a chance. You have a chance. And right now, the Commanders with a 10-5 record, their best record, family. I didn't even realize this. At 10-5, this is the best record that the Washington Commanders have had since 1991, which was your boys' last year of high school. Wow, how about that? All right, let me see. I see Dana, how you doing? Come on in. Dana's in the house. All right, Chantel said, Dolph, if the Bucks win, do they knock out the stinking Dirty Birds from the playoffs? I don't believe so. Let me look at the. Let me get this up there. Let's look at the. Let's look at these right now. These are the standings in the. Let's make sure I got on the screen for you. Let me get on the screen for you. All right, here we go, fam. Here we go, Chantel. So let's look at the standings. It's NFL.com right now. So right now there are 4 playoff available spots in the NFC. Lions, Eagles are your top 2 seeds right now, and the Vikings. Vikings can move in to the number 2 seed with a victory today. Okay, now your 3rd seed right now is the Rams because they are the winners. The top 4 seeds from each conference is going to be your division winners. So 3rd seed, the Rams. 4th seed right now is the Bucks. Now the 6, 7. The 5, 6, and 7 seed. If you're those top 4 seeds, especially 2, 3, and 4, you Rams sure don't want to see. Do you want to see them coming in there? Do you want the Commander to see the Commander or the Packers coming in your house? You don't want to see that. So right now, Seattle's still in it. They a win today. They keep their playoff hopes alive. Falcons are 8-7. Now, you know what? You might be right. Now, if they lose, so if Seattle loses today, they have a 17% chance to make the playoffs. The Falcons currently have 34%. That's their playoff probability. If Seahawks win, their chances to make the playoffs go up to 41%. All right. Right now, the Commanders have a 92%. The Packers at 99%. The Bucks 88% if they win. All these are if they win now. They currently at 74. The Packers, man, listen, the Packers look like they're going to just stroll in. Right now, the Rams, because they lead the NFC West at a 79% clip. So it comes down to this Rams and Seahawks for this NFC West. Who's going to take home the West Crown Coast? The 49ers have been eliminated today. And I just think the Vikings are the most disrespected 12-2 football team in a long time. Listen, I haven't been a Sam Darnold fan. He gave me 6 years of good tape and good reason not to. But hey, sometimes when you find that right fit, that right culture, that right coaching staff, the right teammates, things click. And I'm happy that things are clicking for Sam Darnold. He is having a hell of a season. If they still had the comeback player of the year like it was, he would definitely be up for that reward. But I think Sam Darnold should be, I don't think he should be. I think he is one of the top 5 candidates for, or right outside, maybe 6 for MVP this season. Because you gotta look at Josh Allen, Saquon, King Henry, who I'm forgetting. But he's on a losing team, Joe Burrow. So I had to put Sam Darnold in front of Joe Burrow because Sam Darnold's team is winning. 5, I will put Joe Burrow with a losing team. So those would be my 5 top MVP candidates right now, with Josh Allen leading the way, man. But I lost today. I mean, I thought he took a leap and separated himself from Saquon and King Henry last week. But if they come back and they lose this game today, to the Patriots, man. Then all of a sudden he comes back to the pack, man, and it comes down the last 2 weeks, in my opinion, family. All right, let's see what we got. Says Dan, I'm wishing for a miracle. Rayno Winkler says, I love your works and content, Ken. Appreciate you, my brother. Thank you for being here. Daniel says, Commanders are commanded. Jaden Daniels, he's a star. He's a star. Listen, think about this. 2 franchises that back-to-back season, we had 2 franchises who were downtrodden that needed a savior, so to speak, that were looking for that key piece, that quarterback, the most important position in all the sports. Last year, the Texans found theirs in C.J. Stroud. This year, the Commanders get theirs in Jaden Daniels, quarterback, young, talented quarterbacks who are ready. Jaden Daniels came out this season, and he rocked from the beginning. Bo Nix started from the beginning. Understand? Now, I did say about Michael Penix Jr. about sometimes letting the young quarterback sit behind a veteran. But some players are just have that. They just have that makeup. And right now, Jaden Daniels, Bo Nix, C.J. Stroud from last year. You just saw C.J. Stroud competing yesterday. Again, our thoughts and prayers go out to Tank Dell. Wish that young man a speedy recovery. But quarterback, family, if you can get that young quarterback, listen, tomorrow night, like I said, I'm not expecting this. I don't expect the Saints to go out and beat the Green Bay Packers. In my heart, as a who that I want them to. But the most important thing to me that I need to see tomorrow and for the next 2 weeks, final 2 weeks of the season is, and I'm hoping I personally have seen glimpses of, I think this young man can be what we need him to be. And I'm talking about Spencer Rattler. Now he's going into a house to house. He's going into a world famous Lambeau Field, the frozen tundra, Monday Night Football, 10-5 Green Bay Packers. He's going in without his number 1 running back, his top 2 receivers. But if this young man goes out tomorrow night and has his team competitive and plays a good football game, then you move on the next week, the last 2 weeks, and you see what you have. Even in his first 3 starts, though they all were losses, the kid showed you something. I don't know. I personally think that kid's got it. But they have to give him the opportunity, man. There's no need for Derek Carr to rush back. I know he wants to play against his team, former team, the Raiders, next week. But why do that? Let him sit. But it is what it is, family. We'll see tomorrow night, but let's get on back to this scoreboard. Chantel says, oh my God, Raiders beating the Jags. Chantel, that's not a surprise. Them 2 bad football teams. And right now, the Jags, to me, are a worse football team than the Raiders. Right now, they're playing. That's the Travis Hunter Bowl right there. That's the Travis Hunter Bowl. All right. If Rattler made the game close like he did with the Commander, then all I need to see. No, not just tomorrow night, though, Dana. He's going to have to do that. He's going to have to be consistent. My thing is, the next 3 weeks, I want him to put himself in the conversation for whoever the new coach is. Put himself in that conversation for being the starting quarterback for the New Orleans Saints next year. But we'll talk about that on the Keeping It Real Who That Sports podcast later this week. Autism boycotters, are the Commanders overrated? No. Today, they needed this victory today to solidify themselves for who and what they are. They had not beaten a team with a winning record. They had not beaten a top team in the NFC. Damn it, they just beat Many were saying, hey, maybe the best team in the NFC or NFL in the Philadelphia Eagles. And they did it in dramatic fashion. They did it behind a young quarterback who overcame in an offense and a team led by Dan Quinn that overcame 5, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but a 5 turnover performance and won the day. Just like the current number 1 seeded team in the NFC, the Detroit Lions, did earlier this season. There's something to be said about that, family. There's something to be said about that. All right, we got a family member coming on, Hurricane Mike. Hurricane Mike, how you doing? Can't hear you, Mike. All right, Mike's getting his sound together. Yeah, there you go. I heard something. Nah, it went back out.
All right.
There you go. There we go.
Okay. We're good now?
You're good now, my brother. You're good now. What's going on, Mike?
All right. I'm good. How are you?
Doing good, my brother. Doing good. So what's your thoughts on the day's action?
All right. Today what happened, there was lots of craziness, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, not to the extent, but because like if you look at some of the games, you know, obviously the Giants being trash, we all expected that. The Bears being trash, we all expected that. And the Browns being trash, we all expected that. But how about the Titans, though, man? Titans.
Yeah. With the fight down 38-7.
Man, bro, I can't even say it out loud. They were down 38-7, and they only lost by 8 points. So if I'm a Titans fan, I'm taking that as a win. You got Mason Rudolph at quarterback, and you're playing a division rival at their house, and you almost make a 31-point comeback in the fourth quarter. Man, there's nothing crazier than that. Like, I'm sorry, there's nothing crazier than that. Like, and then you got other games like the Rams-Jets being Rams-Jetsy. But the Eagles commanders, a lot of people were crying, saying that there was a false start on the last play. But Jay and Daniels, man, what you cannot deny. Yeah, like what, 5 touchdowns today? Like that, man, is phenomenal. That's why before the season I predicted him to be Offensive Rookie of the Year. And that was not just me being an LSU fan. That was me being truthful, because people were like, oh, Caleb Williams this, Caleb Williams that. Yeah, I understand Jay Daniels got his flaws, but what Jay Daniels has proven, he can come up in the clutch. Just look at the Bears game, right? He needed a Hail Mary at the end. He converts the Hail Mary and beats the Bears against Caleb Williams. Against Dallas, even though they did not beat Dallas. They were down by 7. Yeah, they were down by 7 points. They were down by two scores, and he comes back. And if the kicker makes the extra point, that game goes into overtime, and they probably win. And now today, right? He throws an interception. Everybody's like, oh, Jay Daniels, what you doing? He comes back the next drive. And to be honest, the only reason that they had a chance is Devontae Smith dropped that ball. You got to catch that ball. But Jay Daniels goes down the field and scores the game-winning touchdown to Jamison Crowder. So, like, Jay Daniels, that's why I predicted him to be Offensive Rookie of the Year. Because he's clutch. I have not seen any other quarterback be that clutch this season. I'm sorry. Like, Jay Daniels should have been 3 game-winning drives. Because, obviously, that Dallas game, if the kicker makes the extra point, they go into overtime, and whatever happens, happens. But, man, Jay Daniels is clutch, and last but not least, Bryce Young just ripping the hearts out of Cardinals fans. So, man, there was lots of crazy stuff today.
It was. The law firm is in the building, baby. Anna Maria Elizabeth Rose Velowski. How you doing? Good evening to you, my friend. Me and Hurricane Mike in here hold it down. Chantel says the Panthers were looking good today. They wanted that win. Listen, like I say, for the last month or so, month and a half, the Panthers have been a pesky team, and their needle family, I'm telling you, their needle is turning up. And if you had to talk about right now, which team is in the basement of the NFC South? They might only have 4 wins, but damn it, I'm telling you right now, the needle for the Panthers is on the upward trajectory. The needle for the New Orleans Saints right now is on the downward because they don't have a leader. They don't have a concept.
It depends on who we get.
It's gonna be big. It's gonna be big. All right. Right now the 49ers are driving down 16-10. Deebo Sanders on the sideline, one knee holding his wrist. So we'll have to see what that is. The 49ers right now got a 3rd and 13 in that contest right now. Brock Purdy comes out in the shotgun, 2 receivers to the top of the screen, 1 at the bottom, 1 setback. Purdy back, looking, being pressured, down, throws the ball in the flat to Usyk. Basically threw it at his feet. If he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere anyway. So they're going to have to settle for a field goal in that contest. The Vikings have gone back on top of the Seahawks, 20-17. As you can see, to come on NFL up to the minute scope board, we got it up for you right now. All these games are current right now. Seahawks 20, Vikings 17, Raiders over the Jags 13-7, Dolphins 16-10 with a field goal pending right now for the 49ers. Bills have taken the lead over the Patriots 17-14. Colts over the Titans, as Mike, we were just speaking about that game, 38-30. And shout out to Jonathan Taylor, man. Great game today from Jonathan Taylor. The game of the day to me,
that boy went off.
Yeah, he went off today. The Commanders over the Eagles, Lions over the Bears, Bengals get past the Browns 24-6. And yes, he missed the field goal, family. And Kyle Shanahan just threw down the pad and broke it. Like, you gotta be kidding me. But I'm telling you, boy, these kickers, man. I don't know if these kickers getting worse. Maybe that means the kickers are getting worse. The Falcons defeat the Giants 34-7.
It's weird.
The Panthers eliminate Arizona from the playoffs 36-30. The Rams get past the Jets 19-9. And tonight's game, Bucks at the Cowboys. All right, man. Yeah, he missed that field goal, man.
Go Bucks.
Damn Cardinals. Boy, I tell you, boy, them kickers are head cases, man. They are head cases, family. Go ahead, Mike.
It's weird, though. It's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's been a weird day.
It's like weird. Like kickers and quarterbacks. Yeah, but kickers and quarterbacks specifically, those two positions specifically, all the quarterbacks and kickers that you would expect to be good aren't playing that good, and all the quarterbacks and kickers that you don't expect to be good are good. Like, look at Sam Darnold. Ain't nobody thought he was gonna be a starter by this point. And people have him in the MVP conversation. But then you look at a guy like Patrick Mahomes. I understand she's a 14-1, but he's having his worst season of his entire career, man. And then you look at a guy like Bryce Young. That man probably is playing better than C.J. Stroud this season.
Right.
Yeah, C.J. Stroud team's in the playoffs. So I don't understand what's going on in the NFL. I don't understand what's going on. Can someone explain? Do I need to go to a scientist to get this explained? And kickers, Justin Tucker kicking the ball terribly. But then Austin Cyber comes in, and that was doing well.
Yeah. There's a time on the Seattle game. I think the Seahawks have a big 3rd down coming up in that contest. Again, Vikings have retaken the lead 20-17 in that contest. So I'm gonna get you. We're gonna do a little live action, little live stream action. Go around right quick. Let's do a little raise. I want a little version of the raise on here. Right now, you got a 3rd-11 coming up. 3rd-11 right now. Coming up for the Seahawks. From their own 47-yard line, you got 1 setback. Sharp net to the left of Smith. Man, them 3 receivers top of the screen, 1 at the bottom. Smith drops back. Looking, steps up. It's going to go down. He's going to be sacked. Great play. Smith trying to climb the pocket. And Van Ginkel brings him down for his 10th sack of the year. And the Vikings get off the field, and they continue to lead 20-17. That 49ers game, missed field goal, and Dolphins have the ball now. Good run on 1st down by A-Chain. Oh, no, that was Roster.
Ooh, Ricky Pearsall's having it.
Yeah. That was Van Ginkel with his 10th sack. That was a good play. All right, so we got a punt going in the Vikings
with Ricky Pearsall,
and it's gonna be a touchback. To a back, looking, now goes in the flat. Oh, good. Oh, what a move. He got, good move. Mustard with a good move. Looked like he was going to be held for a loss.
Second down.
But puts his foot in the ground and is able to get close to 4 yards. The Dolphins be looking at a third down and 1.
Oh, Shibby.
Yeah, he shook them. Nice. That was a nice move right there, man. Real nice move.
Ooh.
Third down conversion today. The Dolphins between 1 and 3 yards and 3 for 3.
I mean, they're in Miami.
All right, Wilson Jr. motions back into the back.
It's weird though. With all these injuries, you would still not expect 49ers to be this bad.
Tua with the pay. Oh, underneath, wide open. Good play call.
Dang, 3 for 3.
Good play call. Now they are 4 for 4 on third downs between 1 and 3 yards today. They keep the chain clock moving and get the chain
keep
moving.
It simple.
4 minutes and 28 seconds to go in the third quarter between the Dolphins and the 49ers.
Just keep it simple.
Now let's take a look in. We're going to take a look in at the Raiders game.
That's
right
Tyreek
now, the Raiders and Jag.
Do you want to?
Let's see. Trey Tucker matched up.
Let's see who wants Travis Hunter the most.
Yeah. Here we go. The Raiders have it second and 21 from their 25-yard line. And over the middle, off a thrown pass.
He's
too high for Michael Amelia. That was an awful pass. Third and long. Yeah, that was that ball was too high. Michael Mills ball was 6'7", and it was too high for him.
I mean, their quarterback is Desmond Ridder.
Yeah, I mean, is there Ridder in there playing?
So you gotta expect that.
Oh,
I mean,
Joe New, there you go, Smith.
Joe
New Smith sighting in that Dolphins game. Big third and 21, and just go hand it off and get about 4 yards. And that was a give-up play, so the Raiders will be punting in that game. Big completion from Tua to Jonnu on the crossing route. Looks like
this is the playoff game for both teams.
Right. Listen, both teams are eliminated from the playoff contention. But what you got to look for, hey, you're playing for a winning season, though. Whoever wins this game still has the opportunity to have a winning season. Oh, Tua fumbled the ball, and he's able to jump. They out. They eliminated.
Miami still got a chance. I don't think 49ers do.
No, Miami doesn't have. They out.
Nah, I saw it earlier.
They're only two teams. A lot.
Oh, okay.
Lot. That's the we got a fumble on the punt, but they didn't get back on it.
I thought that was in the NFC.
Nah, let's check it out. Hold on. I'll bring it back up. Let's see. There you go right there. There we go right there, Mike. So this the standing. So they're on 2 playoff spots left. In the hunt, it's 2 teams.
It says Miami. Miami still has a chance.
On the bubble. These are teams that are on the bubble. Yeah, but they're 10.
But now
they got
right there, they're 10. They're not.
Yeah, they're. I mean, man. Okay. Bengals 9. Yeah. Coach still on the bubble. They're on it. They had 8. Who else? But right now, if you look at the Chargers and Broncos, man, they should hold serve, man. There's a backhand chance if the Bengals went out, they can be in the playoffs. So,
yeah, I mean, any of the 3 teams.
You're right. The 49ers are definitely eliminated. 49ers are definitely out. Cardinals are out. So Miami still would have went. And great play, broken up. Great play.
Man, the Giants suck. Anyways, continue.
We are.
I had to get that out my chest.
There was no way the Giants were going to beat the Falcons today, man. That's dislike them or not. We
I was allowed to dream.
Hey, it was good to dream Saturday.
Yeah, I know.
Until the moment when reality set in. You know what I'm saying? But look, family, it's been lit. I wanted to come on with the final score. This is something I'm going to start trying to do every Sunday after all the early games are complete. Come on with the final score and do a little red zone with you. Watch a few of the games, the evening games that are going on. As the Dolphins have kicked the field goal and added 3 to their lead, they are now up on the 49ers, 19-10 in that contest. Chantel, dog, what is your opinion on Bryce Young? He was terrible in the beginning. We talked about this morning on the pregame show. I think him being benched helped him. I think him being benched and seeing a veteran like Andy Dalton, the way he prepared, it helped him. I think it helped him mentally. It helped him see the game better. Now it doesn't look like the game is too fast for him. And today, look, he threw one pass, man, when the defender was laying him out and he threw a strike. He got up laughing and smiling. He's enjoying playing football again. Last year, in the beginning of the season, he was not enjoying playing football. The kid's gotten significantly better. Does he still have a lot of work to do? Yes, but I commend him for putting his head down and going to work and not going into a woe is me when he got benched. Listen, he realized, hey, I'm not playing up to my capabilities. I'm not playing good enough. And it's what's best for the team. And right now, I'm not what's best for the team. And I'm sure in his mind, he probably was like, when I get my opportunity again, I'm going to take full advantage of it. And that's what he's doing. That's what he's doing. And to me, depending on how if he continues in this trajectory he is, this may take the Panthers out of the quarterback derby this NFL draft. I'm just
Aren't
saying.
they trying to trade Bryce Young this year?
Or guess what? Or him playing good is doing what? Is raising his stock for another team. Because like you said, there were rumors that a lot of teams wanted Bryce Young. Were lining up if the Panthers were serious about trading him. Now with him playing good like this, if the Panthers still feel inside their building that they can upgrade for him, and he's playing the way he's playing now and showing the giving glimpses of how he can be that guy, that leader for your franchise. Hey, why not? Why not surrender? I mean, I ain't get crazy. Talk about a second. I'll give you a third and a sixth. I'll give you a 3 or 6 and a 7 for him.
Yeah.
Well, you got to
do next year 4.
Yeah. That's too many picks. But I mean, we'll see. Depending on how you finish it. I just seen the difference. Yeah, you can see it. It's confidence. When no matter what sport, no matter what you do, when you have confidence in what you're doing in yourself and you are sure of yourself and what you are doing, it shows to others. You don't have to say a word. Bryce Young had to come on and say, man, ever since I've been reinstated, I've been playing better. Just look at, no, he hasn't had to say that. Everyone can see that. Especially those guys in the locker room with it, they can see it. So, yeah, Chantel, you're not alone with seeing the difference with him. So, with that being said, family, I'm going to get on out of here. I want to thank Mike. I want to thank everybody in the chat. That's my guy. That's Micah. Mike, say what's up to everybody.
What's up?
All right, that's right. Me and Mike. Mike, what you trying to get, brother?
I'm trying to say, Mommy said Billy can come to the party.
Okay.
Come nice party with us.
Okay. All right, I had to get a report. I got you. So with that being said, man, listen, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And if I don't see you, Merry Christmas to everyone out there. And happy holidays to you. Have a great, safe holiday season. Enjoy your friends, your family, and your loved ones. And if you just go stay at the crib and just relax and sit back and watch NFL football and college football this holiday season, man, just enjoy yourself. Do it. Savor every moment that we have. So with that being said, I'm out. Hurricane Mike's out. And we'll see everybody next time. All right, family. Until then. Take care, family.
The Cover in Sports Network.